What's up, guys? Day one of Asylum. Got up at 5:30 this morning and was out on set, but I got to get this Asylum started, and Scott is doing it with me. And say what's up, Todd.
Hey, what up, everybody? Hello.
Look, it's all about dedication, fit test, fitness assessment, and speed and agility. Coming up, Asylum Day 1. All right, it's 11:04. And we just finished the fitness assessment. How'd you do, Todd?
I did good. I did better than I thought I was going to.
Well, it's been a couple years since I did it, so we're gonna go right into speed and agility and define our lives. It's been so long since I've done Asylum. I got a cold. I worked all day. But got it in, and Shaun T literally just kicked my butt. So for all of you that have been doing this, starting today, just go slow and get ready for a little post-workout conversation after I do this quick stretch. That was like the hardest thing. I was realizing as I started to work out, I was like, that workout, I was 32 years old. I was 32 years old, and now I'm 37 and a half, and I'm like, Shaun T's crazy.
I was 34, 35 when I first did that, and I'll be 41 in a couple of weeks.
I know.
Father Time was talking during that workout.
Who was?
Father Time.
Who's Father Time?
Father Time, you know, the guy.
Oh, sorry, I'm younger than you. No. You know, the crazy thing was, like, I have makeup on my thing because I shot today. But, I do Insanity Max 30. I do it a lot. I run, I play tennis. But, I just taught myself a lesson, and that was, like, you really have to move slowly in Asylum because it's not one of those workouts. And in the workout, I tell people, I want you to move fast. I want you to go for it. But I realize that there's a lot of things that's needed that you have to go slow because there's a lot of things that's needed. And one of them is flexibility. Flexibility is so utterly important when it comes to this workout. So you have to go as slow as. Why are you smiling?
Because that's the thing that I'm the worst at. So I am completely agreeing with everything you're saying. I'm just laughing because I'm so unflexible from the waist down. And my hamstrings and all that. But yeah, keep going because you're right.
Yeah, so, the first and foremost thing is, like, you have to be flexible. But doing a fitness assessment, and then doing the speed and agility right after, that was really tough. So for anyone out there that started this today, you probably felt frustrated because you're like, these moves, like, you could feel a little uncoordinated, but you still get a sweat, and you just have to move slow and do the best you can do.
I was telling somebody this the other day, like, as many times, and Asylum is my soul workout. That was before I knew you as my soul brother. But it's always been my heart and soul workout that I attached myself to. Yeah. And many years as I've done this workout, it's like you've got to focus on form. And if I had a penny for every time you say tighten your core in all your workouts. And then it was like when I was messing around with this the other week, when we were getting ready to start this, it is so important because, like, I used to be the guy that would try to rush through the bear crawls and have my butt in the air and try to rush through the shoulder taps and have my butt in the air. And it's like when you really focus on tightening your core and getting your butt down, it completely changes the game. Like, it completely changes the way you feel when you're doing it.
100%. And a lot of people might feel like if you move slower and you go into this form that makes you move slower, that you feel like, oh, I should move faster, my heart rate's not getting higher. And what you don't understand is when you actually go into the right form, your muscles get the work, number one, and then your muscles actually get the results faster. And your heart rate will go higher anyway because I'm trying to put you in the correct form so that you burn or you tone the muscles in the way that you're supposed to tone them. But besides flexibility, what was one of the toughest things for you?
Bear crawls were definitely the toughest. The
Keep your
moving,
butt down.
yeah, and the moving push-ups when it got to the in and out where you actually jump into the ladder, that was horrible. The third square on the mountain climber and in and out ab progressions was tough.
I think on the
Um,
moving push-ups is when I realized that lower back flexibility is very important. And I was a dancer. And now, like, it's weird. Like, I can take my foot right now and I can lift it way high, but I'm really flexible, but the lower back, like, is not as flexible as it used to be. That's why I gotta get with Susan Lopiccolo and do my friend Susan, who has this like yoga. Anyway, she's
so I
amazing, but
go
she's
ahead.
amazing. No, she's amazing, but I'm saying that we need to really stretch flexibility. But Scott stretches his lower back every single day before he goes to bed. I need to like do that and
Yeah,
not
I'm
just
gonna
sit
get
there
the
to my
high
workout.
night and rumble roll, but I have one question for you, and then I have to sing praises to you and make a confession. But I want to ask you a quick question first because
Okay.
I hear everybody. I know you're going to get this question because I'm getting it. So, like all these people that are doing Asylum with us during these groups and challenges and stuff, everybody's asking me how they should be eating for Asylum because it's such a brutal workout. So, what do you like? What do we say to those people that are asking the infamous nutrition question that people always ask, no matter what workout it is, but especially Asylum being as brutal as it is?
Well, first and foremost, you can't be afraid to eat. Like, this is not one of those programs where you have to say, well, first of all, if you ordered it and you have the nutrition guide, then you see. But I will still add things in addition to that. Excuse me, I have like my throat and my nose and everything is like kind of a nightmare. But you can't be afraid to eat. You have to eat. Like, I talk about sweet potatoes all the time. You have to eat the sweet potatoes. You can't be afraid of carbs. If you're a vegetarian, you have to try to find the correct proteins that's best for you. Um, but you cannot be afraid to eat, and you really should be eating 5 times a day. And I look at that video, and yes, I'm 5 years older, and I have the good body fat percentage now, but I look at my body in that video, and I'm like, wow, like Shaun T was really ripped. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm not now, but
Right.
I remember I got that lean from eating 5 times a day and doing this workout and not being afraid to eat. Like, I was on a schedule. I would wake up every day. I would eat 8 egg whites, scrambled with avocado. I would have a half a cantaloupe with a lemon squeeze in there, and I would have black coffee. And that was like at 6 a.m. And then at 9 a.m. I would have um, some sort of like other protein. Excuse me. It could have been an omelet with chicken, or it could have been salmon and sweet potatoes and like asparagus. And then at 12 o'clock, I would have like a lean fish, like some sort of sushi, because I just love sushi. Living in New York City now, I probably would, I eat prepped foods now, but I'm just saying, like, this is what I ate to get that lean. And then I would have like sushi, and I'm not afraid of white rice if it's a good portion. And then around, I would say in the mid afternoon, I would have probably like some sort of fruit juice. Like, I would always drink cantaloupe because it's high in potassium. Everybody thinks that only bananas are high in potassium, but watermelon juice was high in potassium. And then my dinner at night, no lie, would be um, uh, like a Caesar salad with the dressing on the side. I would have sometimes, and some people are gonna think this is crazy, but I would have either sweet potatoes again, or like a couple times a week, I would have like a small side of fried, non-fried French fries where you cut up the potatoes. Didn't I make them for you and your and
Yeah,
Alicia?
yeah, you
Alicia's his wife.
taught me how to make them.
Yeah, yeah.
I love those.
Yeah, I would have fried non-fries, French fries, and with a little pepper. Mm, it was good, and that was my meal. And I would, and then I would have the broccoli and the whole thing. But or if the Caesar salad, I would add chicken to it or shrimp. But my point is, like, you can't be afraid to eat. Like, this is not a program you can do where you're like, oh, I'm going to eat a healthy breakfast. And then, oh my gosh, I forgot to eat. And now it's lunchtime. Because when the day comes, the next day comes, you are going to be so exhausted when you do your workout. So don't be afraid to eat. Just eat really smart. And I do. Good.
No, I was just gonna say my metabolism always cranks up. I get so hungry every time I do Asylum, more so than any other workout.
Yeah, but we just got, like, you want to, like, gorge, but you just have to be smart and you have to time your eating perfectly. So, yeah, so that's it. This is our first webisode, first day of Asylum. It is, what time is it right now?
Can I sing your praises real fast? That's what I was gonna say.
It's 12 o'clock. What?
I want these people to understand how much you love them and are dedicated to them to do Asylum, because what they don't know is that you've been up since 5 o'clock this morning in a city that we will leave nameless, working on a project that I'll leave
No,
to you.
we can say. I mean, I'm in Atlanta. We shot the finale of My Diet is Better Than Yours, and we had a 5 o'clock call time. And I call Todd up early in the morning, and I'm complaining. I'm like, it's 20 degrees outside, and
And dude, and so like I wasn't sure if we were gonna work out together. So when you called me this afternoon and you were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm getting ready to work out." And I was like, and you were like, "Oh, let's do it together tonight." And like knowing what you were going through, and then Scott was in the background. Scott was like, "Man, you need to do it with him because he's gonna be so tired. He's gonna need somebody to push him." And I'm like, "Well, I can't say no to that." But what you didn't know was I had a couple of guys at the house that were already here to work out with me. So this was my second time doing it.
oh my God.
I did it twice. That's why I was sucking. So I was just like, but I was like, dude, I knew. I was like, as dedicated as you are to everybody that's doing this with you and doing it and getting up at five, I was like, dude, I could not leave my soul brother hanging. I had to do
Well,
it. Plus, it was good for me. I needed it because I'm a big fat tub of goo after the holidays.
well, I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I was saying no to. I shook my head no because Scott was asking me something. Um, I really appreciate it, and that is great dedication. However, I'm also going to yell at you because
I think
you shouldn't be doing doubles of this in one day. And I was wondering why you suck so bad doing the work. And I'm kidding.
oh, well,
You know what? No, like, you actually made me feel better because I was like, oh yes, he's having a hard time too because with having an accountability workout partner, you know, and Scott's over, like, across the room, like, going for it, like nothing's wrong. He's like, he moans a little bit, but he's like, I'm going for it. I'm doing a push up, and I'm looking at him. I'm starting like 3-5 seconds late in some of the workouts. I'm like, I'm hacking up stuff, and Scott's over there like, yeah, like, I'm going for it. But I was just like, I know you didn't say that, but
There was a moment during the second in and out progression ads where you and I looked at each other on our laptops, and we both gave each other that look, and you started laughing because I was like, "The hell with this."
I thought there was one point where we were doing, I don't think it was in and out. I think it was like, I don't know what point it was, but all I saw was I looked at the screen and I saw your hand coming down, and I was like, I think he just gave me the finger. Like, I really think.
This. I was doing this, but then I heard you laugh, and I started doing the hopscotch, and I was like, I think he thought I just flipped him off.
Yeah, but you gave me a thumbs up. That's very nice. Wait, so is Alicia's his wife, is she doing that with you too, or is she doing something else?
He's doing something else, but I was trying to talk her into doing it with me tonight, and she's like, hell no, I'm going to bed. I got to get up at 5 in the morning.
She's probably over it. Well, I really appreciate you staying up. And it is 12 midnight here. I don't recommend working out that late, but I'm very dedicated to you guys. So until tomorrow, or maybe if you're seeing this on Tuesday, until later today, we'll have our second installment. So the tips and takeaways from this is not be afraid to eat. Make sure you are extremely flexible. And if you need to have a workout partner or partners, if you need to have a workout partner or partners, it's very important to keep your focus strong. And then, big announcement, on January 18th, I'm starting my next diet bet challenge where you bet $30, and if you lose 4% of your body weight in 30 days, is it 28 days or 30 days? 30 days. Um, if you lose 4% of your body weight in 30 days, you win your money back and you win money that's in the pot. So it's not like you're giving the $30. You're giving $30 to lose weight, and I'll be there with you every step of the way. We'll be doing stuff like this. And that starts January 18th. So if you're doing Asylum, join, and then I'll reveal the next challenge of February and what I will do to really enhance those results. So go to dietbet.com/Shaun T. dietbet.com/Shaun T. You know, it's become the best you can do in 2016. So from the ATL and the NC and from wherever you are, I hope you enjoyed this webisode. Have an amazing day and
Peace
out. Later.